Hello, Aries, and welcome to Avalon. Thank you for joining me today. You'll notice the setup is a little different. Today, I actually live in two different places, so I we'll call this my B studio. And so you'll see this in a few of each round of the zodiac, okay? Couple other things I want to talk about. First things first, you can follow me on Instagram at Avalonis Liberation. Avalonis is the Latin word for Avalon, and there's a period between Avalonis and Liberation. I do daily Ascension energy cards of the day, okay, as well as some divine masculine, divine feminine energies, and I do links to these readings on YouTube as well there, so you can reliably look there for the new ones. Other things that I wanted to bring up today was just the I'm trying out two new decks. All right, I'm still learning them. One is still basic tarot though, so I'm just gonna riff off of it. And so this is a tarot deck here. We have done or I have selected your cards that relate to the story of what's going on with Aries. Okay, and then we also have three spirit animal cards, okay, and they're going to help us with your overall energy, the energy of the issue, and their guidance, okay, their guidance for it. So I'm just starting a clock here. I'm trying my very best to keep things more concise because it's better for everybody, and then I can get these out more reliably, and each week for you guys you'll be able to tune in same day each week and find me, okay? But first, we have to get the readings down to less than a half hour, okay? So before we flip the cards, one thing I wanted to talk about was the energies that I was getting in the meditation, okay? So I connect to your energies and I tune into what's going on with you, okay? And what I got was there's a communication issue going on for Aries, okay? What it felt like something needs to be said, but that the Aries was reluctant to do so, okay? Yeah, let's not belabor it. Let's just move on, all right? So we're going to flip these cards first, and then we'll move on to the spirit animal, okay? Okay. So right away, I'm getting some confirmations over what I was intuiting in the or picking up at least in the pre-read. Something I forgot to mention was the communication that needs to take place. There's something that the Aries needs to say, okay? And it felt like it was relating to something that was going to be healing, okay? So I'm getting for both parties, for both the Aries and the person they're dealing with. Instead of waiting, I'm going to flip the spirit animal cards right away, and hopefully that'll help us to keep me from reiterating redundant information. So saying stuff I've already said, basically. Yeah, okay. Wow, okay. This makes a lot of sense, okay? First thing before I get into the spread that we have out here, I want to get bottom of the deck energies, explain how those are relating to what we're talking about. And so what I do is read the bottom of the deck energies as a lens through which to read the rest of these, okay? So bottom of the deck energy for the Aries is, sorry, just had a brain fart there, is cow spirit, okay? It was actually in reverse, which, yeah, don't forget. So in the upright position, the cow spirit speaks of abundance, okay? It speaks of fulfillment in our lives, in the area of love, in the area of, physical, what nourishes you, okay? Because the universe has endless abundance to give us, but we have to participate in that, okay? The universe wants to give us everything. It wants to give us everything we desire, all right? But a lot of us we do ourselves no favors, right? Like we hang on to addictions that are bad for us. We hang on to people that are bad for us, and habits, all that kind of thing. And also, it's about the way we think and the way we communicate, okay? The cow spirit in reverse talks of it speaks of somebody who is blocked in their ability to express what they want so that it can come to them, okay? And that is very much what we were talking about as that I was intuiting, was that there was something that needed to be said, but that the Aries was reluctant, okay? Also have in the bottom of the deck energies of this really wicked tarot set. I've never seen artwork like this for tarot, and it's just stunning, okay? So we have the world card. Let me just see if you can actually see that. Where can I hold it so you can see the whole card? There, okay. So the world, okay? And the tarot, this is a major arcana card. It is the final major arcana card. And it's all about completions, wrap-ups. It's about success, all right? It's about moving past trauma, difficulties, trials, and being rewarded for it, but also in a triumphant manner, okay? Wow, the imagery on this is bonkers. I'm getting here that the law is on your side. Okay, we'll see how that relates to the rest of it. That might be just for one of you there. So we have the Six of Pentacles. My God, I can't even stop looking at them. These cards are just friggin' stunning. So, Pentacles is the realm of the physical, okay? The Six of Pentacles is all about giving and receiving. It's all about giving when you have more and being able to ask for help when you need it, okay? And again, this relates back to the cow spirit when we're talking about being able to express when you need something, okay? And that includes talking to your loved ones, includes talking to the universe and yourself, all right? And again, that I'm getting this feeling in my throat chakra of something that like wants to come out, but is being held back, sort of, okay? All right, so next we have the Five of Pentacles. Again, Pentacles, realm of the physical, can have to do with finances. They're just like your physical experience of life. It can have to do with health, all right? This is often my physical pain card. But more than that, it is my card of separation, okay? A major lesson that we learn in life is that we are actually connected to all things at all times, okay? But this world that we incarnate into, there is an illusion that we take part in of separation, okay? We decide to incarnate in individual bodies, and but it is just that. It is an illusion, okay? And it again relates back to this cow spirit energy of understanding that all things are connected. And so if we talk to ourselves, if we talk to our loved ones as if we don't need help, as if we don't need something that we do need, we're gonna keep getting life circumstances that come to us to force us to recognize a need that is being ignored, okay? So there's something that Aries needs to say but isn't saying, all right? I'm getting that has to do around help, meaning help, and receiving, okay? So it's less about the Aries' ability to give and more about their ability to receive, okay? And the issue, I think, is that Aries, you're actually sort of blocking yourself from receiving, all right? Here we have the Ten of Cups, all right, which is just, again, another stunning card. Wow. So the 10 of Hearts, actually, in this deck, although in others it's the Cups, which relates to water, right? And the realm of emotions, okay? So the 10 of Cups is, or Hearts, is a complete emotional fulfillment, okay? Romantic, spiritual, you know, whatever you want to call it, but it is fulfillment in that realm of water, of emotions, okay? It came up in reverse. And I'm getting that this has, again, has to relate to this issue that the Aries is feeling like they can't communicate, or they haven't been communicating a need. Something I want to say with their partner. I want to say a romantic partner, but I think that you'll know watching this whether or not this could apply to you in a familial, social, work situation, whatever it is, right? Okay, but the Aries is feeling the Aries is feeling a bit impotent, like their efforts aren't getting them what they really desire. Okay. Suggesting that they're disconnected from the universe, that sure, you know, good things are meant for other people, but you know, I try and I don't get anything, so I'm disconnected. You know, the universe doesn't recognize me, or God doesn't love me, or some, you know, whatever your belief systems are, right? But the universe is asking you to, you know, help a brother out, basically. The universe says, I will give you absolutely everything you ask for, but you have to freaking ask for it, okay? The last card in this story of what's going on with Aries is Temperance, all right? This is my Sagittarius card. If the person you're dealing with could be a Sagittarius, but they absolutely do not have to be. The Temperance card is all about healing, okay? It's about balance. Balancing of energies, balancing of hot and cold, fire, water, earth and air, of yin and yang, of there we go, of giving and receiving. Okay? What's going on, Aries? You're feeling like you need to talk about something, you're feeling like your circumstances require you to talk about something, but you don't actually want to, is what I'm trying to get at. And it's around the realm of being emotionally fulfilled, okay? I think it has to do with a romantic partner, but that won't be the case for all of you. For some of you, it'll be that you feel like you're not actually receiving enough in the relationship from your partner. And because of that, you feel like, oh, maybe they don't care. But the reality is that you're not telling them what you need, okay? And speaking up, being vocal about what you really want is going to help bring that to you. because right now you're in a state of imbalance, okay? You're putting out, you're giving, but you're not receiving, right? And it's not necessarily because the universe doesn't want to give to you. It's not necessarily because your partner doesn't want to give to you. It's because we actually also play a role in whether or not things come to us, okay? And it's because of the energy that we put out. It's because of the way that we talk to ourselves and others in the universe about our situations, okay? We're going to move on to the spirit animal cards here, okay? We have a scarabbeetle spirit. Magic works through you. My gosh. These cards. And this was the energy that I've been getting throughout the read of, I hope you can see that card, my gosh. The energy of feeling like, you know, abundance was for everybody else, but not for you, right? Like magic works through everybody else, but not through you. It doesn't seem to work because you keep trying, but you're not going about it in the right way. You're trying to meet your needs in a backdoor way instead of being vocal and telling yourself and the universe, your partner, what you need, okay? And I want to say that because of that, you're in this energy of, like I said, feeling impotent. And obviously I don't mean sexually impotent, although these could spill over into the feeling impotent in your everyday life could spill over into the bedroom, I suppose, but that's not necessarily what I'm getting. A sense of impotency and also of need, okay, like of lack and therefore of need. Like some needs of yours are not being met. And you're feeling very disconnected from the universe, from the world because of that, possibly from your partner because of that, okay? Okay, so we have the crow spirit, another stunning card. I'm just gonna, like, I should stop because they're all stunning, and I'm just gonna say that the whole way through. So, crows are very intelligent, okay? And they go after the shiny thing, all right? They also have a very incredible memory for where to find food, where to find nourishment, essentially, okay? What I get is that, again, Aries has been feeling impotent in being able to create the life that they want. They've been feeling impotent in the like they haven't been able to like they are incapable of remembering or locating where nourishment is, like the crow, okay? Like the crow is able to remember that, oh yeah, 3 weeks ago, that garbage can over there, you know, I was able to find some food and that nourished me, okay? Aries is feeling the opposite, okay? They're feeling like no matter what they do, they're not able to hone in on that nourishment that they need, okay? And again, I mean, I don't know why I pull so many cards when I just go over the same information kind of over and over again. But again, you're being reminded that creating the life you want, creating the world. I just saw crows in the reflection of my degree, my arts degree that clearly has gotten me everywhere. Sorry, I looked up and saw crows, what I was trying to get at. All right. So, you're being reminded again that it is a co-creative effort, okay? The universe, you feel like you've been trying to work with the universe and the universe just doesn't want to work with you, okay, to give you what you want. But that's not the case. It's just that you're going about it in the wrong way, okay? You're trying to create the life you want in the physical realm more so than you are starting from the spiritual and moving your way through. Okay, so I found that energetic changes for people seem to occur first in a sort of spiritual etheric realm, and that sort of trickles down into the subconscious, okay? And then the subconscious kind of brings it over into the conscious, and then it's in the sort of mental realm. And then the mental realm, you know, you kind of categorize what's what and all that stuff, but eventually you get to the point where you create a plan. You know, you have a step-by-step process of like, okay, so I've got an inspiration that this is how I want my life to be, and now I can mentally set the course. You know, how do I get from point A to point B? And then once you have the course set out, knowing that you have a plan, knowing that you have a direction, knowing that you can just get right into it, to me, it's sort of like that the realization or this energy moves on then to passion, to fire and creation, okay, to forward movement in the realm of creating, which is fire again, and motivation, all right? And then from that energy, it spills over finally into the physical realm, okay? That's when you start to really see the emotional changes that you've made appearing in your physical world, okay? And I do believe that this is what's coming. This is what's coming for the Aries, but they're having to go through a period of suspension, being suspended and feeling disconnected, okay? But the disconnect is happening so that you can recognize where the disconnect is and fix it, okay? That was the Hanged Man there, and the Hanged Man's all about exactly what I was just saying, realizations, all right? Surrendering to a bigger process and gaining wisdom from it, okay? And again, the world, like I said, all about completing cycles, beginning new ones, and how do I say it? And getting what you want. I really feel like, you know, the Aries is going to have this incredibly abundant, this growth in their worlds, okay? But it will require them to change the way that they communicate with themselves, with the universe, and their loved ones, okay? Last card, we have the Armadillo Spirit. Set healthy boundaries, okay? And this was in reverse. Okay. So I want to say that this relates to that communication that needed to happen, okay? A boundary needed to be set with a loved one for some of you, okay? For some of you, yeah, okay, so for some of you, it's about literally having to speak up to your loved one and say, listen, I love it that you do this, I love it that you do that, but when you do this particular thing or whatever, it affects me in this way, and therefore I need to set boundaries there, okay? In order to protect myself so that I can be supportive in there for you, okay? I also get that off this card, the guidance, I get the guidance of reconnecting, okay? So if boundaries are an issue in the upright of this card, the reverse is sort of about realizing how connected you are with the universe and every single aspect of it, okay? There is no there is no boundary between uh, your mind, the universe, and your physical world, all right? They're all one. And when you constantly think that the universe doesn't love you or God doesn't love you, when you constantly think that your actions and yourself, that you are separate from the universe, that you're separate from the outcomes that happen in your life, uh, it doesn't help, obviously. So the guidance there, the guidance is actually about, oh, sorry. Like I said, it's about connecting. It's about softening yourself to softening yourself to the idea that a butterfly flaps its wings and a tsunami happens on the other side of the world, right? Every single thing, that all animals, all people, all existence is all connected, okay? The communication, if there's something you want, if there's something you need to go after it, okay? And that means communicating, even if it temporarily hurts your feelings or their feelings, okay? It's about going after what you need, and that means being true and honest with yourself. You're vocalizing. You need to take part. You need to take a role. You need to be a part of this creating your life, okay? The universe isn't just going to give it to you. There are going to be changes that have to be made first. And some of that is going to be it's just, I keep wanting to come back to the way that you communicate, okay? Sometimes when we're going through really hard periods, we have these like refrains going through our mind, like these phrases, like, oh God, F my life, or, oh, I just want to die, or something like that. And at the truth of it, that's not at all what we want or how we feel. But thinking it and saying it puts that energy out into the universe. And then the universe or God, whatever you believe in, it brings that energy back to you, because essentially what you put out is what you get back, right? So if you put out how much you love your life despite the difficulty, if you put out how much you love yourself despite the difficulties, despite not being perfect, if you put out that the energy, even just in your thoughts, that you are capable of creating the life you want, the universe is going to start bringing to you examples, situations where you get the opportunity to create the life you want. This is what's happening now. You're in a situation where you need to vocalize. That's what I get. That you're in a situation where you need to talk about what your needs are so that they can be met. And you need to get over the issue of maybe hurting somebody in the process, okay? As long as you are staying true to what you really need and what you really want, and not being, overly selfish or greedy, you can stand confident that even if your words hurt somebody, it might be because they're really wounded in the area that you're talking about. And so they over emotionalize or dramatize a situation, not on purpose. It's just how we relate when we have deep wounds, okay? So you're being asked to sort of take on a bit of water energy, which is sort of the idea of temperance here. Like I said, tempering fire with water, okay? That's sort of your opposite energy. Is, I think of water as cool and obviously fire as hot, and you're being asked to sort of remove your very hard set boundaries that you've created between yourself and the universe, yourself and the world, yourself and others who are able, others who are capable of creating the life I want. You're not different from them. You are connected to all things. So remember that everything you say and do, I don't want to say comes back on you, but it does, okay? And so knowing that, I find it helps me to stay in an energy of trying at least to always be fair, you know, and because of that, I don't have to worry that I'm going to hurt somebody when I tell them that I need something, even if it's difficult for them. Okay? All right. I'm feeling like I need to read you the message for the armadillo spirit, okay? Just to, I don't know why. I just feel like I do. I haven't read it before yet, so like I said, these are brand new. And I wanted to try intuiting off them before I actually read the whole book. So, which is not the way most people do it, but I'm a Gemini sun sign, and I am scattered sometimes. So, there's a different message when it's in the upright and when it's in the reverse. So I'm going to look at the reverse message here and read that to you quickly. All right. This is a tricky time, as you may find yourself enmeshed with others, overly concerned with how they will take it if you say no or express how you feel. I'm pretty sure that's what I just said, right? Do you feel anxious saying no to someone, so you capitulate, even knowing the outcome will not be in your best interest? Capitulate just means given, okay? Do you feel like it's your job to stop someone from facing their challenges? Instead, you might take on their responsibilities, rescuing them instead of giving them the freedom to learn their lessons their way. Perhaps you feel that if they only knew how much you cared, they would change, and then all would be well. Armadillo Spirit asks you to be honest. I said this. Be honest with yourself and others, no matter how difficult they may be, that may be, or how much you may fear losing someone or something, okay? Face your fear, tell the truth, and set the boundaries. You'll be amazed at the miracles that happen when you let the armadillo spirit protect you from taking on too much, becoming a people pleaser, and losing your integrity. Another message of protection from the armadillo is to relax, live, and let live. If you or someone else is being defensive, you are called to step back and trust in Spirit's plan. So again, we got exactly what I was intuiting there, that to remember that all your actions are connected, okay? To not allow the fear that of somebody's reaction stop you from asking for what you need, okay? And then again, with understanding that a bit of surrender, okay? And that's the energy of the Hanged Man, which was under your bottom of the deck energy, under the world, okay? It's a bit of surrender to the process, surrender to something bigger than you, surrender to the idea that you are not the only thing in the universe that's not connected to everything else, okay? Understanding that your whole experience, all of our whole experience is one giant connected web, okay? Is going to help you. And like I said, and like they said, staying true to who you are and what you need is going to help move you forward. It's going to help you heal, okay? It's going to help you heal. All right. Okay, and again, I just keep wanting to say that water energy take on. It's interesting. It's like sort of like have boundaries in the sense that, like, you know, don't let the defensiveness of others stop you from asking for what you want, but at the same time, the fluidity of they're asking, you know, for you to take on the energy of water a bit, to temper your fire energy here, to remember that, like, You know, you might get worked up a bit in your essential energy, that fire nature, feeling like you've hit a brick wall, and that just builds and builds. It builds that frustration. But that water energy is coming in, the armadillo energy is coming in to help remind you to relax, to go with the flow, okay? To be cool. All right. Thank you so much for joining me, Aries. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope you enjoyed the new cards. Please let me know what you think of spreads, cards, etc. All right. Again, thank you so much. And you can follow me on Instagram for cards of the day, divine masculine and feminine energies, and links to the zodiac readings. All right. All right. Thank you so much, Aries, for joining me here in Avalon. I hope you found some healing here today. And yeah, blessings.